Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to Buffalo Bridal Association's Wedding Planning Weekly, brought to you by Lucarelli's Banquets and Key Video Productions. If you're getting married or you know someone who is, the next 30 minutes will be time well spent when it comes to planning your celebration.
And by the way, welcome home to all our newly engaged couples that have been living out of town. On today's show, we'll be introducing you to BBA members, local businesses you can trust to help create the wedding of your dreams. You'll see wedding day cinematographers, local banquet facilities, and men, Tuxedo Junction is even going to help you pick out formal wear for your upcoming wedding. In our BBA Q&A segment, we'll find out what role experience plays when making the choice to hire your wedding photographer. And we'll also explore the art of photographing same-sex weddings.
But first, if you're looking to make your reception an unforgettable event, look no further than Lucarelli's Banquets.
Host to hundreds of events since opening its doors in 1981, Lucarelli's Banquet Center is the Southtown's premier destination for weddings. And when it comes to creating memories that last a lifetime, the Lucarelli family has one mission: to bring your dream wedding to life.
No two brides are the same. Every wedding is different here. We listen to what the client wants, the bride, the groom. This girl's been dreaming of this her whole life. We plan styles around what you want, time frames around what you want. Everything is built around the way the bride wants. It's her wedding, not ours. And that's one of the goals that we have here at Lucarelli's, myself and my daughters. We're always looking for what's new, and we're trying to bring it to the brides.
Lucarelli's Banquet Center has beautifully appointed rooms, each with its own unique flavor and style. Our Franklin room, with its elegant design and private courtyard, creates an ideal setting for your guests. And then the Loft. It's Lucarelli's best-kept secret, with a style and sophistication all its own. Finally, Gatsby, with seating for up to 800 people. This room exemplifies the perfect blend of classic elegance and contemporary decor. When you book your wedding reception with us, your guests' enjoyment and total satisfaction is our top priority.
When my newly engaged couple comes in, I'm here as their in-house wedding coordinator to help them with every single detail to paint the perfect picture for their wedding. I'm here to help them with their linens, what color napkins they want, if they want black chair covers, if they want Chiavari chairs, if they want chargers, to help them plan their menu, because coming in, you don't know what you want, but you know what you like. Every little detail is my priority on wedding day.
This same attention to detail is evident should you choose to use our off-premise catering option.
Whether we are catering an intimate wedding in your backyard or at one of our other locations such as Botanical Gardens, Shays, Hayloft in the Grove, Knox Farms, the Lucarelli team will be there to cater your needs. When the truck rolls up, we hit the ground running. We start with setting up gorgeous cocktail hour displays, setting up of your tables, which includes the linens, the silverware, the glassware, your favors, centerpieces. And through the process, you can count on me to be there to make sure that everything gets done the Lucarelli way.
And then there's the food. Lucarelli's culinary team works hard to bring exquisite cuisine. The quality of food and service is unparalleled.
When it comes to menu selecting here, we will customize it to whatever your needs and your budget and your palate. The one thing that we guarantee is it's prepared, hot, fresh, and delicious.
The menu is unlimited and the options are infinite, only at Lucarelli's.
We invite you and your guests to enjoy one of the most unique special events venues in Western New York. Lucarelli's 50,000 square foot facility is here to serve, and the staff is ready to cater to your every need. For showers, rehearsal parties, or receptions, call us at 824-8711 or visit us online at lucarellis.com. Come experience the personal touch of a Lucarelli, where it's only the best for your guests.
What a beautiful venue this is, Katie.
Thanks, Ben.
It really is a family affair at Lucarelli's, and it's great to see you and your sisters taking your dad's vision and running with it and making it your own.
We really love what we do here, and our mission is to make every bride feel like they're at home.
I would suggest to those of you who are home for the holidays, take a tour of this newly expanded, and I have to tell you, one of the most breathtaking venues I've been to in a while, and I've been to a few.
And if you can't make it out this week, that's okay. We will also be one of the exhibitors at the Expo at Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino in just 7 short weeks.
And I don't know about you, but every day that goes by, I get more and more excited about this year's expo. And wedding professionals, if you haven't reserved your spot yet, it's not too late, so why not give us a call today?
The best way for you to meet face-to-face with BBA member businesses is the Buffalo Bridal Expo on Sunday, February 19th. So get your tickets today. Coming up a little later in the program, we'll hear from another BBA member, Melissa Stanton. Melissa's with Tuxedo Junction, a charter member of the BBA. She'll be here to tell us about their plans for the upcoming expo.
Don't go away, there's lots more to come on Wedding Planning Weekly, brought to you by Lucarelli's Banquets. If you only make it to one bridal show before your wedding, this is the show of shows and you won't want to miss it. It's Buffalo Bridal Expo, featuring some of the area's finest wedding vendors, along with thousands of dollars in discounts and prizes. Come to the expo, the Buffalo Bridal Expo, Sunday, February 19th at Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino, and plan your whole wedding in one great day. Tickets are free, but they're going fast. Register today and instantly download your tickets at buffalobridalexpo.com. That's buffalobridalexpo.com.
Elio DiPaolo's Restaurant, Ringside Lounge, and Banquet Facility. Elio DiPaolo's, we cater to your dreams.
This portion of the program is sponsored by Elio DiPaolo's, a Buffalo, New York tradition since 1965. Every experienced wedding vendor can add a new facet to your wedding planning, so it's important to meet with as many professionals as you can.
That's so true, Ben. Your wedding will be everything you hoped it would be if you put the time and effort into the planning stage. The average time a couple will be engaged is about 1.5 to 2 years, so it's a great opportunity to meet with as many professionals as possible.
And there's no better place to meet these pros than at the Buffalo Bridal Expo. We're pulling out all the stops to make it the best show in our history. You won't want to miss it. Recently, I had the chance to sit down with Karen Nordaby, the Director of Catering and Special Events at Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino, the host of Bridal Expo 2017. Karen, this facility offers so much to those who are planning their wedding. Everything from bachelor and bachelorette parties to the engagement party, rehearsal dinners, and of course, even the ceremony and reception itself. What makes Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino the perfect place to host these events?
It's all-inclusive hotel. The facility is phenomenal in itself. It's a 4-diamond facility. We have over 604 rooms. You can also have your ceremony here along with the reception, not to mention how beautiful the area is, along with the fact that we have such a professional staff with over 30 years experience. And we're here to help you from the beginning to the end, planning your wedding and ceremony.
Let's talk about the hotel and 604 rooms. What are some of the amenities that are offered if couples were to book a room or a block of rooms for their guests? What's the process?
Well, first of all, the bride and groom receives a complimentary corner suite, which is absolutely spectacular, with a jacuzzi and a king bed. It's very beautiful, and the amenities that go along with the overnight room are delicious, beautiful strawberries, and of course, a bottle of champagne.
Are those chocolate dipped strawberries?
Yes, we have chocolate dipped strawberries, yes. And of course, the standard rooms are just equally as beautiful for their overnight guests.
Let's change gears here a little bit and talk about the food. There are 7 restaurants here on the property. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, thanks to our fabulous head chef, Chef Oliver, our food is so spectacular. We have 3 fine dining restaurants, which is the Western Door, La Cascada, and Koi, our Asian restaurant. And then we have a 24-hour cafe, which is called Three Sisters. The buffet, which is, of course, as you know, has an extraordinary amount of food available for anyone. And then we have, of course, room service.
I know there's a burger bar, there's the Tim Hortons. I mean, there's a little bit of everything for all the palates.
That's what I said about this being an all-inclusive. When you come here and you have your wedding, you don't have to go anywhere. We also have a hair salon. You can have your nails done, have a facial. We have a couples room that's just spectacular for the couples to enjoy before their wedding or even after their wedding.
And don't forget the swimsuit.
The swimsuit, right.
If newly engaged couples are interested in more information or they want to set up a time to tour the resort, what do they need to do?
That's easy. They just call the main number, 716-299-1100, and ask for the catering department. There's 4 of us that can easily help plan or arrange or answer any questions that a bride and groom might have.
Well, there's no doubt that love is in the air here at Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino. Thanks so much for being with us today, Karen.
Thank you, Ben. I enjoyed it very much.
We'll be right back.
We are Dana Marie Photography, and we will see you at the Buffalo Bridal Expo 2017.
At Tuxedo Junction, we make fitting your out-of-town groomsmen easy. Send in your measurements, keep track of your guys with My Wedding Planner, have a tuxedo ready and waiting in the city where your ceremony is taking place. All online at tuxedojunction.com. Let the guys travel, not the tuxedos. With hundreds of colors to choose from, we coordinate with all major dress designers. Order your free color swatch today at tuxedojunction.com. You've found your perfect color. Now, find your perfect match. When you want your wedding party to look their best, Tuxedo Junction is the place to go, with the newest styles and the latest trends. We carry exclusive designers you won't find anywhere else, including Calvin Michaels New York, Perry Ellis, and Oleg Cassini. Visit us at tuxedojunction.com.
Don't forget those 2 words, men. Tuxedo Junction, a Western New York staple and member of the Buffalo Bridal Association. Coming up in just a few short minutes, you'll see why it is so important to connect with professionals to capture your wedding day on video.
But first, you're putting so much time and effort into planning your wedding, you'll want every special moment captured not only through the eyes of your cinematographer, but also through the lens of a capable photographer. But how do you know when it's the right time to sign on the dotted line? Or better yet, which photographer is right for you? Here's the BBA director, Michael Fantaske, with Heather Bellini to give us some insight.
So you've taken months to plan your wedding. Everything and everyone is in place because you're the kind of person who leaves nothing to chance. After all, at the end of the day, all you want is for you and your guests to have a wonderful experience and then remember it for years to come. And that's why choosing the individual to photograph your wedding day is by far one of the most important decisions you'll make as a couple. But before signing on that dotted line, Heather Bellini from Heather Bellini Photography has some tips for us. Heather, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get into it. Our newly engaged couple has narrowed their choice to a short list of 3 of the area's best photographers. Each one does impeccable work. How do you take that list of 3 down to 1?
The first thing you're going to want to do is evaluate each photographer's artistic criteria. Then you're going to want to make sure that you have chemistry with that photographer because you will be with them all day.
And a day can be up to 12 hours long in Buffalo weddings, isn't it?
Absolutely. And if you feel comfortable with the photographer, that will make for more emotional and playful photos.
And that's why it's crucial to meet with the actual photographer, isn't it, Heather, who's actually going to be showing up at your doorstep on the day of your wedding?
Yes, you definitely want to make sure that you're meeting with the photographer that will be there on your wedding day. The reason for this is because sometimes you can sign a contract and a studio can send any photographer, but don't sign unless you agree with this policy.
And then make sure the photographer you choose has the right credentials and is properly insured, especially when it comes to liability insurance. Heather, what's another tip?
A great tip that I can give you is that you don't want to let price be the only factor when choosing a photographer. For example, you're going to want to find out whether or not the photographer is going to be a single shooter or if they're going to come along with an assistant. You're also going to want to know whether or not there is going to be retouching offered and whether they edit every image or whether they shoot the photos and burn them directly to disk without editing.
Those are important considerations, aren't they?
Definitely, and you'll also want to make sure who owns the rights to the images after your wedding day.
And you want to make sure all of that's in writing, don't you?
Yes.
And ensuring the company has backup equipment along with making sure they have a built-in emergency plan in place should another photographer need to step in is also important. Heather, before we go, describe your personal style of photography.
Our style is that we are modern and current. We like to focus on real-life moments. We also edit every photo that you will receive, and you also receive the print rights to the images.
And you also, I know, specialize in working with same-sex couples.
Yes. We take the extra step to anticipate the moments between gay and lesbian couples, and we are educated and skilled in the aspects of artful posing and composition.
Thanks for your insight and for the great work you and your staff do at Heather Bellini Photography.
Thank you for having me.
If newly engaged couples want to get a hold of you, what do they need to do?
They can make an appointment to visit me at my studio in the Elmwood Village by calling me at 716-909-5541 or emailing me at info@heatherbelliniphotography.com.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Heather.
Thank you.
Tuxedo Junction. Stop in or go online to order your free swatches today. If you only make it to one bridal show before your wedding, this is the show of shows and you won't want to miss it. It's Buffalo Bridal Expo, featuring some of the area's finest wedding vendors, along with thousands of dollars in discounts and prizes. Come to the expo, the Buffalo Bridal Expo, Sunday, February 19th at Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino, and plan your whole wedding in one great day. Tickets are free, but they're going fast. Register today and instantly download your tickets at buffalobridalexpo.com. That's buffalobridalexpo.com.
We're back. You know, there's so much to think about when planning your wedding. Choosing your ceremony reception site,
The photographer,
your limousine,
the tuxedo,
your dress,
the cake,
your flowers,
the honeymoon.
the list goes on and on. It can almost be exhausting.
But as you go through the process, you're never alone if you choose experienced Buffalo Bridal Association members to help you.
Members like Buffalo's Best Videos.
Well, today is finally here. Today is the day I get to marry my best friend.
Happy wedding day. In just a short while, me and you will be husband and wife. This gift is a symbol of your love and a constant reminder from here on out, you will always have me by your side. Love, your soon-to-be husband.
I'm so glad that we found each other. And today I can't wait to see you. Say I do, and you're my husband. Love, Jamie. 1, 2, 3.
Team Nick and Jamie.
You know, there are so many things that you have to plan prior to your big day, and one of those decisions should be at the top of your list is who's going to provide the attire for your groomsmen.
Earlier this week, I had a chance to sit down with BBA member Melissa Stanton to learn about the latest styles and also ask her what Tuxedo Junction has planned for this year's expo. So unless you're exchanging vows on a beach in Hawaii, your best khakis won't work as wedding day attire. Most likely, you'll want to greet your bride in slightly more formal wear. Now, if you're like me and you're a regular on the black tie benefit scene, you may already own a tuxedo. But the question most grooms face, whether to rent or buy. Melissa, you probably get that question asked every day.
We do. It's one of those questions that everybody really needs to think about the look of their wedding. With all the Pinterest ideas that are going around, because every bride has a Pinterest board, as you know. They've been planning their dream wedding and before they were engaged. So there's a lot of different looks out there, and it's really important to make sure that your guys match the look that you're going for your wedding. So if you're going for a barn wedding, you might want to do the more informal suit. If you're getting married at the Statler or downtown or at the art museum, anything like that, something a little more high class, you want your guys to fit the part. And also, think about your dress. Is your dress going to be higher end? Is it going to be a little bit more casual? You don't want your dress to be your beautiful princess Cinderella style look and then have your guys in the suits. You want to make sure that your guys are matching the look that you have for your entire wedding.
Now I know that color is a huge factor when it comes to coordinating the bridesmaids' dresses with the tuxedo. Tell me about the newest color trends for 2017 with tuxedo vest and accessories.
You're absolutely right. Color is always something to think about, whether you want that pop of color or if you want to match exactly. So there's plenty of different options. You have everything from the tie to the matching coordinating vests. Tuxedo Junction, we carry over 80 colors, so no matter what look you're going for or what color you're looking for, Tuxedo Junction is sure to have it.
Wow, that sounds great. Now, I've been to a few weddings recently and noticed that the guys aren't always in tuxedos anymore. Can you tell me about the latest industry trends in the world of men's fashions?
When you say you haven't seen a lot of tuxedos, you aren't kidding. The suit has become a prominent feature for weddings. Suits are a great option if you're going for that little less formal look. And a lot of times you'll see the three-piece suit where you've got the matching vest, you've got the coordinating coat, and maybe a little pop of color with the tie, and something different, maybe a bow tie or those funky socks that you can also get. And you can also rent or buy the suits at Tuxedo Junction. So depending on what look you're going for, or if your guys want to keep their suit after the wedding, that's definitely an option as well. One of the things I will tell you though is when we're seeing those three-piece suits where the guys don't have their jackets on, make sure the guys still get that jacket because you're going to want some more formal shots.
Great advice. You know, pulling a wedding together is a big job nowadays, especially with family and friends scattered across the country. Very often the bride and groom don't even live in the city where they're getting married. Let's talk a little bit about the do's and don'ts that every groom to-be should know about as he's planning the biggest day of his life.
It's true, not everybody lives in the area where they're getting married, but the important part is to make sure that you're getting your services, your tuxedos, from the area where you are getting married. The great thing about Tuxedo Junction is we're a local company. We own everything we carry, and our warehouse is here in Williamsville. So when your guys come in, we don't want them traveling with the tuxedos or with their suits, because if something is incorrect or they have something that is not a matching color to the rest of the guys, how are you going to fix that? Tuxedo Junction's got you covered.
Melissa, earlier you talked about the warehouse. Don't you mean the new store?
Yes, Ben, you caught me. We have exciting news at Tuxedo Junction. We've opened a brand new superstore at our main office facility at our warehouse at 120 Earhart Drive in Williamsville. You can rent or buy suits. We will also have our tuxedos right in-house. So if you have a change or you have guys coming in last minute, you walk through the door and it's right there. You can't beat that. We've got you covered from rentals to purchasing. This superstore is going to be the place to go.
Superstore sounds super fantastic. And speaking of everything under one roof, let's switch gears and talk about Buffalo Bridal Expo 2017. Why should newly engaged couples plan on attending this show?
Why should they plan on attending? Because this is the show of shows. This is where those brides and grooms that are getting married this year or even in 2018, you want to get here to see everything that we have to offer. You are going to see the hottest styles on our runway. We've got everything from slim and skinny fit tuxedos and suits to charcoal and platinum. We've even got a brand new blue that is to die for. I can't wait to showcase this bright blue cobalt tuxedo that is going to be a showstopper.
We're calling it the show of shows because Buffalo Bridal Expo is not just for the ladies, it's for you guys too. We're putting together a full day filled with fun and excitement on Sunday, February 19th. There'll be great discounts, opportunities to meet with the vendors, sit in the limos, taste the cakes, and possibly win over $20,000 in prizes and giveaways. After the expo, you can head on downstairs to the casino floor. Who knows, maybe win enough to pay for your entire wedding. But even if you don't do well at the slot machines, it'll be a winning day for both of you at the expo. Buffalo Bridal Expo 2017 is only 7 short weeks away. So if you haven't already registered, jump online today and instantly download your free tickets. Finally, Melissa, every year, Tuxedo Junction gives away some great prizes, and also, I hear you'll be running a special that day. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. This is one that you don't want to miss. If you are getting married and you're going to be doing suits or tuxedos, you want to make sure you stop by the Tuxedo Junction booth at the show and reserve your wedding that day. We are going to be doing 50% off all suits and tuxedos. That's right, 50% off and a free groom rental. So this is definitely a special you don't want to miss.
Thanks so much for being here today, Melissa.
Thanks for having me, Ben. Always a pleasure.
We'll be right back.
Imagine your guests' delight when they learn that Lucarelli's Banquet Center is hosting your celebration. Lucarelli's offers 4 distinct and beautiful rooms that can host functions from 30 to 800 in lavish splendor. Looking to have your event off-site? Our full kitchen on wheels can travel to your destination to cater in style. For the Southtown's premier destination for weddings, social events, or corporate meetings, Lucarelli's Banquet Center, where it's only the best for your guests.
That's our show for today. Just a reminder, check out our Facebook page for tips, ideas, and advice for planning your perfect wedding. And if you've not already downloaded your tickets to the show of shows, Buffalo Bridal Expo 2017, coming next month. There's no time like the present.
From the staff and crew at Key Video Productions and all of us here at Wedding Planning Weekly, be safe this week. And from the Buffalo Bridal Association and all of its members, have a safe and happy New Year. Happy New Year, Katie.
Happy New Year, Ben.